Afternoon, family, friends, and Miss Lee. Today I will tell you the story of George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver was a great pioneer of the African American community. He helped a lot of people. There was a famous quote by Frederick Douglass that I quoted in my speech. George Washington Carver was a great man. In high school history, I did not really study George Washington Carver as much, but as I got older and today, I have grown to recover more information about him. Blacks were not allowed to attend public schools. George Washington Carver was taken in by Moses and Suzanne Carver. He had other siblings. He was kidnapped, but soon recovered and taken back to Missouri under the care of the Carvers. Once he got under the care of the Carvers, he then found his love for plants. He attended the Minneapolis High School. Carver was a selfless man. Carver was very hardworking. He worked under the care of the Tuskegee University. While he was at Tuskegee University, he worked with many students. He helped them organize their thoughts, become better botanists, and become better people as a person. George Washington was looked at vaguely once he was stepped upon the campus because he was the first black botanist to ever be on the university's campus. George Washington graduated from Iowa State. During this time, blacks were discriminated against, so he did not have many options of schools to go to. So this is the one that he chose. Not too long after, George Washington graduated from college and also made lots of inventions. George Washington's inventions helped make a lot of things possible in the world today. George Washington has made peanut butter. He has made dyes. He's come up with many other things, and many other helpful things that we use today, such as plastics and windows. George Washington also worked with a lot of farmers to help them get their crops off the ground. Some of the crops were dying for people in the South, and he helped them get their crops more profitable. Also, lots of blacks in the South were not prominent, and George Washington, by him becoming a good botanist and a great botanist, he was able to help them do so. George Washington gave them inspiration and gave inspiration to the African American race. Carver's life was one of hard work and prominence. George Washington Carver was a hard worker who never gave up, never gave in to failure, always looked out for others and made sure that he was okay before others. George Washington Carver died in 1964. His death was due to him falling down the stairs. Unfortunately, he had a bad fall. Because if George Washington was still here today, he would still be doing great things and will always be known for being one of the greatest people. George Washington Carver has given a lot to the community and made us very prominent in this world. Without George Washington Carver, we would not have the casualty of eating a lot of the foods that we do today. Today I will list the references that I have used, in which I got from the Martin Luther King Library. I live in Washington, D.C. This is the biggest library in D.C., MLK. I have 4 sources, in which I have 2 web sources, and I have 2 hardback copies. My 2 hardback copies are, one of them is Linda McGarvey, George Washington Carver, and this is by Linda O. McMurray, which is a great author. This book has lots of pictures and volume information. My next source, in which I have right here, is the Greenwood Biographies by Gary R. Creamer. This is a book which is an autobiography of the life of George Washington Carver, and it has many great things in it also. My two web sources are inventors.about.com/od/c startinventors at GWCHTM by Mary Bellis. That's one article. My next article is www.biography.com/people/George Washington-Carver-924029 page =3. I hope you enjoy my speech on George Washington Carver. And until next time, I will see you later. Thanks again.